One of my favorite apps to use in the classroom is Jamboard, and there's so many cool things that you can do with it. Today I want to share with you amazing ideas for using Jamboard in the classroom, and I think that you're going to love every one of them, so stay tuned. The first thing I want to do is show you how to get to Jamboard. So when you get into Google Chrome or whatever browser you use, you're going to go to the waffle right here on the right hand side. You're going to click on it, go to Drive. You could probably also find them in your actual apps here. There it is right there. So there's Jamboard. So you could just click on it and open it up, or I'll go back. You can click on New, go to More, and then find it. If you don't have it on More, you can connect more apps. So we've opened up a Jamboard. Here's the Jamboards I've already created. I want to actually create one, so I'm going to come down here to this plus sign, and I'm going to make a new Jamboard. You're going to notice the tools over here. We have pens, we have an eraser, different kinds of pens that have options with this is a pen, a marker, this is a highlighter, this is a brush, and you can do different colors. Your eraser is just what that is. You've got your select tool, you've got sticky notes, you can add images, you can add different shapes. So when you see this little triangle, that allows you to add different shapes. Then you've got text boxes and you've got a laser pointer. Up here you can zoom in and zoom out. You can have border colors and fill colors, and you can add pages here. You've also got the option of a drop down menu. You can duplicate your slides. I think you can only get up to maybe, I can't remember what it is, 10, 20 pages that you can have. The three dots here will allow you to click on and delete if you want to. I can just create different shapes by just clicking on the shape. I can fill it if I want. So I can go here and fill it a different color. Can change the border. Again, there's the pen tool that would allow students to draw, as well as a highlighter, which I love, that you can highlight words. Another cool feature is the set background. You can have different types of backgrounds that you could use. Got graph paper, and you can add your own colors and images. I'm going to show you some examples of ones that I've done. One of my favorite things to do is using it as a formative assessment. Every day, one of the things that we were charged to do in our classroom last year was to provide an exit slip for our students. Before they left, they had to fill out something. This is one of the options that I gave them. Things I found interesting, a question I still have. Some other examples of formative assessment might be to write it down, where they just expand on or explain what they understand about a topic. We can do metacognition about what did we do, why did we do it, what did we learn today. You can even put shapes into Jamboard to have kids create something, build something. We can annotate text, which is great. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in a minute. We can use pictures and label those pictures, make inferences. What do you see? What do you notice about this snowman? What are your observations? You can do beginning sound labels, writing captions. All the possibilities are endless. You can give them a math problem and have them solve it. If you have access to, say, something like Screencastify or Loom in your classroom, or a way for students to screencast their work, you could have them record themselves explaining the math problem, which is also a plus. Doodle it, just having the ability to write on a slide and show their work and how they figured something out. You could compare and contrast with Venn diagrams and use the sticky notes. You could sort letters, words, sentences I mean, I could just keep going on, but you get the idea that it's great use for formative assessment. If you're interested, I have Jamboard template freebies so you can try those formative assessments in your classroom. I also have the complete set in my store. I'll put all the links in the description below. I know one of the things that was so hard in the classroom was to pass out the manipulatives for students to build words. This is a great way to just already have them there and they can build. They could also look for pictures to help them find the picture that represents the word. I use what's called the RAND strategy a lot. It's kind of like a KWL. It's just, what do you know about a topic? What are your confirmations? What are your misconceptions, your wonderings? What did you learn? If a student is going to go into a Jamboard, they can type on the Jamboard sticky note, what did they learn? Spiders have 8 legs, and they could even put their name, and then they'd put it on the chart. I use the RAND strategy to help me throughout the unit. Another idea for using Jamboard is just as a design journal where they can sketch out their design that they can label. They can use sticky notes, they could use images, they could use the pen tool. Jamboard would be a really good way for them to design their sketches on the computer. It's also a really good way to annotate text. And in this particular instance, you'll see here where you can use the highlighting tool to annotate the text. You can number the paragraphs with the pen tool. You can write down things that you're noticing about the text with the sticky notes. They can type their answers and explain their thinking. There's so many ways to use annotation with Jamboard. And that's it. I hope that this video has helped you understand a little bit about Jamboard and its uses for the classroom. If you like this video, be sure to like, share it with a friend, and don't forget to click that button to subscribe and click the bell so you're notified when I put out a new video. Also, in the description, I'll share with you my blog posts that I've written about this topic, as well as where you can find my free Jamboard templates, as well as my Jamboard product that has all the Jamboards that I've made. Whenever I make new ones, I add to it, so you'll have access to all of my different formative assessments. Hope you guys love Jamboard and happy Jamboarding.